Okay, hi YouTube. So it is a little over 11 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time right now, and Pokemon Champions is available for us to be able to play. It's downloaded on my Switch. I have not seen anything except the trailers, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the next evolution in our Pokemon battling is going to look like. So let's take a look together. All right. Hello, YouTube. So, in our first video recording, we ran into some technical difficulties and weren't recording the game audio. And it's unfortunate and super unlucky, but the audio does fix itself halfway through after the initial tutorial. But in the meantime, enjoy other Pokemon game music as we go through our first time playing Pokemon Champions. Now, granted, I'm actually playing on the original Switch 1, so I'm hoping that the quality of this is going to be up to par. Right? And the first thing that pops up is obviously this cool logo. We're gonna be good old HCC, Hawaii Card Capital. And if you haven't seen this opening trailer, this is the same opening that was actually given to us in the little 1 minute trailer from the Pokemon Presents about a month or two ago. I am looking forward to seeing these new unique characters for Kojima and Caraway, and to see how they get introduced. Because if Champions has a pseudo story mode, that is definitely an interesting way to get people who have not done competitive battling before into competitive battling. But here we are. Okay. Yeah, I was not expecting full-on text or even a pseudo story mode out of just the initial things that are going on here. Oh my goodness, he wants us to take over a gym. What? We have Cordia, we have Totodile. And apparently, I guess we're about to kind of own our own gym, which is kind of cool. I wonder if this has anything to do with new lore on how you could become a gym leader as well. Oh, Rotom in a headset. You got a Rotom phone, and now you have a Rotom in a headset. Rotate. Hmm. It's just a Rotom earpiece. That's interesting. Okay. I'm sure this is their way of explaining how you can see all of the status moves and everything in battle, but it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Pokemon never ceases to amaze what they come up with. All right. Okay, well, the game just kind of throws you into it, which is nice. I'm glad that this isn't kind of like other games where they kind of expect you to figure it out on your own. And it's actually interesting. If you look at the top left, for some reason I can press minus and just potentially quit this battle, which is interesting. Okay, so just giving an explanation here. So for single battles, it looks like it's just 3-on-3. So there's no 6-on-6 mode that we can see yet, which is interesting. And apparently it's forcing us to use Body Slam instead of any super effective move here. Oh, okay. Some of these animations are cool, but I can definitely see that it looks a little rough on the Switch. Oh, it's mostly ineffective. Interesting. That's not just not very effective. So that must mean that there's different phrasing now for if you're super effective, maybe if you're doing double damage, if you're doing quad damage, if you're doing half damage or if you're doing a quarter damage, right? So here we go, type matchups. If you don't know your type tree yet, then I'm sure you can look it up. But now we can finally use the move that we used. Either this flamethrower, fire punch, or fly would have killed this mon. But goodbye, Venusaur. Okay. So obviously we can switch here. Oh, so the bonus percentage is displayed as percent too, and ours is displayed as an actual number, which is cool. Oh my goodness. Alright, whoa, this is a very interesting switch screen. If we had access to battle info, I'm sure we'd be able to see more as well. But let's just follow through with the tutorial and see where this takes us. Alright, there's Meganium. Hydro-Pro. Not very effective? Okay, so it's not very effective, rather than it's barely effective or hardly effective on the quad type, which is cool. It's cool to see that Pokemon's actually changed up some of the formula a little bit. Alright, let's do Bullet Seed. Will this actually KO the Blastoise, or are they going to hit us here? Okay, we KO'd the Blastoise. Is this scripted? Who knows? Probably is. Right. Okay, so we could swap into the Charizard as well, and it would be completely fine. But sure, why not? Speeds then. Oh, and it registered in my head, but I didn't say it out loud. But there's no levels as well. Oh, and here it is. It says extremely effective rather than super effective now. So this is going to do quad type damage 4 times. Nice. Extremely effective. Alright, nice little clean sweep. Cool little tutorial on single battles. Alright, and now we own a gym. Perfect. Why? I used your own Pokemon, beat you, and now I own your gym. Awesome. Oh, heck yeah. He's known me for 30 seconds and he's already on my side and he's done all this. Why? Who knows? But honestly, I agree. I'm looking forward to doing way more battling than this. But of course, we're going to sit through another tutorial. And this is an important tutorial, actually. This is going to be the recruit tutorial. So whether you're trying to play this game free to play or whether you're going to be able to port Pokemon in from Pokemon Home, let's see how this works. Roster Ranch. Okay. Yes, that's right, man. Okay. So here's the recruit. Of course, we have 0 VP. And of course, this is not a gacha game, so this initial row is going to always be fixed. So choose our starter. What are the choices they're going to give us? So, okay. So it looks like our it would usually cost you VP to go recruiting a Pokemon permanently, but just for once, I'll let you pick for nothing. So this is truly a choose your starter. So it looks like we have a physical Charizard, we have a physical Tyranitar, we have a special Armarouge, We have a physical Palafin. We have a special Pikachu. We have, it looks like a special Lucario here. We have a special Gardevoir. Although Psychic Noise is a new move. I haven't seen that move before. We have a physical Absol. We have a special Altaria. And we have a physical Snorlax. But actually the most interesting thing, let me just spin through these one more time. I think the most interesting thing that stood out to me is the fact that this Gardevoir has a move that I have not seen before. And we can check the moves here. What is this? Give the target the healing prevented status for 2 turns, 75 power, and 100% accurate. Interesting. Sound-based. So Champions is going to have some different moves in it as well, which is interesting. Why don't we just go with the fastest here? So the fastest is 156, so it's either Pikachu or Lucario. We'll just stick with the Lucario. And it's permanent, so we get to keep this guy permanently. Nice. I wonder if there's going to be special recruits as well, and they're going to turn this into a gacha system where not only will you be able to recruit regular Pokemon, but maybe you'll have like a legendary Pokemon recruitment period. That would be interesting, especially for people who haven't played all of the game and have been able to catch all of the legendary Pokemon. Okay, so rank battles, beginner tier to Pokeball tier. But seeing as everybody's playing, it'll be interesting to see what we're able to see. Interesting. All right. Oh, and it just throws you into matchmaking. All right, there's the team. I'm clicking other buttons. You can actually hear me click other buttons, but I have no choice. It's just going to matchmake you. What are the chances you're actually matchmaking into a real person? Probably not. Battle Emma, aka probably a CPU. If this is a real person, then well, this will be rough. But okay, so rank battle, single battle, and it looks like there's a timer. You can check summaries, and you can go through stats. We were lent a lot of other Pokemon, but let's see. Their team will include the Lucario. Oh, it's a single battle as well, so we can actually attempt to set up here. Yeah, let's run with this and see if we can beat Emma here. Alright. There's a Sylveon. Oh my goodness. You guys, I haven't done actual Pokemon battling in a long time. The only thing that I've been able to use to save myself is Pokemon Showdown. So it's just cool to be able to play on the official app and then actually Pokemon battle. So we're gonna go for the 7. Let's see how far this gets us. Chances are it's gonna get us pretty far. That did not half damage, so we'll just set up twice. Definitely not greedy. Okay, and it copied our stat changes. So let's not risk anything here. We'll just go for a clean waterfall. Ooh. Oh, the animation. Okay, it'll be interesting to see all the new animations from those as well. Earthquake here is extremely effective. Oh, that's crazy. I think noting the differences now, the fact that you can have super versus extremely effective or vice versa, that's going to help. But it might also play into the psychology of what moves your opponent might actually click. Clicking Waterfall here might have been better, but I mean, clearly didn't matter. There could have been things to counter it, but nice little clean sweep, set up some D-dances, just generic stuff. Thank you, Cordy, for the D-Dance Mon. Gotta love it. And the beginner tier? Perfect. One battle gets us out to the Pokeball tier, and we'll get battling here. Cool. 6th tier. Alright. We're in the Pokeball tier, and they'll climb up to champion. If it's anything like the actual Pokeballs, it'll probably be Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, Master Ball, and then champion tier. Yep, we'll do our best. Oh, we have guests incoming. Alright. I believe it was Caraway and Kajima. Right? Honestly, pretty fitting that the city is called Frontier and there's just a bunch of battling, so this is our Battle Frontier. Something that I would have loved to see in the video games again, but they haven't recreated for a while. Free gifts. We'll take it. Oh, alright. Omni-Ring. And it looks like that's the Mega Evolution symbol. And I wonder if it's going to give us another symbol outside of Mega Evolution. So we'll kind of sit here for a second just to look at the ring. But it looks like it's only the Mega Evolution symbol so far. It would be crazy if they start introducing multiple mechanics that you could use into one battle. That would definitely be an interesting way to take competitive Pokemon, but also definitely hard to track. And the tutorial with the Omni-Ring continues. Okay, recruit, train, battle. And don't forget about microtransactions and held items. Yes, of course. Oh, alright. There's our 10,000 VP. And we're here on the initial home screen. Okay, so that was the initial tutorial. We're just gonna walk through a bunch of the different UI stuff that's here right now. So we have battle, we have box, train, shop, recruit. There's this whole sub-menu, style, mailbox, and missions. So yeah, first of all, we have the sub-menu, right? It looks like here we can look at our profile, and you know, I know I'm not one for reading, so I'll give a little bit of time to be able to walk through these. Hopefully these are definitely accessible later, right? But okay, cool. It looks like that you can edit your profile. You have different icons, titles, or badges. And we can also view gameplay stats. It looks like there are different achievements. Oh, and it also looks like the Pokedex is here. So all the Pokemon that are available in Champions, then it looks like we can take a view of them here. It is interesting because it doesn't look like it's the full Pokedex, but I'm sure they'll add Pokemon as time goes on. And honestly, it seems like a pretty decent starter list, right? Oh, we can also view the achievements that they were talking about here. And oh my goodness, this is going to be very important to start looking through, especially for those of you that are trying to play this game for the first time or are free to play or who might not have a Pokemon home count, because now you can actually see all the different missions that give you VP bonuses as extras, right? So, and it looks like these go on multiple levels as well. So this is going to be a good way, and you're probably going to want to just play the game and then try to complete some of these missions in order to continue earning currency. And it looks like there's a decent amount of them. So, okay, let's take a look at the news section here. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, there's an official online competition as well, a warm-up challenge. It looks like we're into a couple of the regulation sets and roster. This is interesting. It's all the Pokemon we probably saw in that Pokedex earlier. But it'll be interesting to kind of look at those in further detail. Rank battles, Global Challenge 1, Age Divisions. Oh, and a Dragonite. I'm sure that this is it actually available for us. It might just be in that mailbox section that we saw on the screen earlier. And it looks like you can transfer Pokemon's ZA Pokemon in order to get the Mega Stones. So this is for the Greninja. It's if we actually click on this real quick, it looks like it's also going to be true for Chestnut, Delphox, Greninja, and Eternal Flower Floette, which is awesome. I just hope that there's definitely a way to be able to send them back. This is our news screen. Gameplay guides. It is interesting too. We saw a portion of this through the tutorial, but it looks like they have a bunch of guides here. You know, are these actually useful? Let's take a look. Well, what's advanced battling noir? Whoa, maybe it is actually useful. I might have to give these a quick run through and a read through myself later, but this looks like a book. Um, and there's even a bunch of things for other as well. Linking accounts, data carryover. These are definitely relevant too. Oh, especially if Champions goes mobile, then yeah, this is gonna be useful. Okay. All right, here's the styling. I'll definitely spend some time doing this later. I kind of want to just get into doing some battles and even bringing some Pokemon over from Pokemon Home. But it looks like everything here is the same. The wardrobe, the hair, and the cosmetics is what we could have edited at the start of the game. And then there's pre-battle poses, throwing styles, and victory poses to add on to that. Oh, the mailbox. Hey, okay, so if you start playing this game, I'm assuming there's a certain date. In fact, I'll go back and look at it later, but early download bonus. We get a Dragonite and Quick Coupon. What in the world is the Quick Coupon for? Not sure, but alright. Interesting to note, because if everybody's given a free Dragonite, depending on what it looks like, you can assume everybody's probably going to have a Dragonite on their team. Until August 31st, 2026. So this will probably continue even when the mobile version comes out. Now, that's not confirmation because we don't know when the mobile version comes out. It says that it can be claimed on both, though. But yeah, so maybe that gives us a little bit of a date in terms of when we're going to get the mobile version as well. Probably sometime before August 31, 2026. All right, missions. Cordy's missions, aka the stuff that you'll be looking at every single day. But we'll actually just take this as well. And it looks like it's pretty simple. You'll get 500 VP a day, albeit that doesn't sound like much. But it's just a login, recruit, play a rank battle, bam, and your dailies are done. It looks like weekly missions. You can even re-roll some of these. So if I don't want to use steel types, or if I don't want to use psychic types, then it looks like I can re-roll some of these. And yeah, no, all of these seem pretty simple as long as you just play the game for a little bit. And then there's these membership missions. I'm sure this has stuff to do with that pass that they keep throwing in our faces, but it looks like these are just additional missions, and it looks like the timer for these are the same as well. For daily missions, they'll probably reset at 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, but then weekly missions, it looks like there's 4 days left. The starter missions are here forever, and the membership missions have 4 days left as well. Okay, let's take a look at the shop real quick. We've been talking about this monetization model for a little while, but how pay to win is this game? For those of you that never played Pokemon Unite, it turns out that game at its beginning was super pay to win because you could just take real money, convert it into metals, and then upgrade all of your items, which gave you literal bonus stats in game. I hope there is nothing like that here for this game. But it looks like the shop is divided into 2 sections. There's a premium and a frontier. And in the premium shop, you can purchase the battle pass and memberships. And in the frontier shop, you can... it looks like we can buy our mega stones and our items and other cosmetics here. So let's take a look. Okay, so for the premium shop, it looks like you'll be able to do this for $10 a month. And then you have your membership for the 1 month or year. Plus 1,000 box bases is pretty crazy. And the battle teams as well. That probably will just be quality of life things. So if you're gonna play Pokemon Champions a lot, I would probably recommend it, especially with the exclusive missions, just to help cash in on those extra free, well, quote unquote free, I guess, resources that you'll be able to earn by playing the game. Okay, but let's take a look at these two actually. So the held items are interesting because it looks like obviously you'll only be able to get one. Most competitive battle regulation teams, you can only have one of each held item to Pokemon, so it makes sense why you can only get one of each item. But it looks like they've been adjusted. Unless correct me if I was wrong, but I think Silk Scarf increased power by 20% before. I thought it was only 10%, but hey, I could be wrong as the games have gone on. Okay, so this is definitely interesting because now the held items that you can use in the game are probably extremely limited. We had a couple of held items as well on our opening team, and I'll go and take a look at that again afterwards. But it'll be interesting to see how people play when the item pool is actually so reduced. Also, it looks like we can Mega. I haven't done the tutorial or anything for that yet, but it looks like all of the Mega Stones are here as well. Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise. It looks like all of the Pokemon ZA Mega Evolutions transferred over as well. So you have the Dragonite, you have all those starters, Meganium for Alligator, and I'm assuming Emboar is going to be here somewhere. Chimeckite. Okay, okay. Emboar is here. Excellent, and it looks like all of these are all just straight up 2000 VP for everyone. So yeah, I'm sure they'll add to this as time goes on as well. Let's see. We can take a look at the boxes. I know that I remembered seeing some held items on these Pokemon, right? Okay, so battle teams. And it looks like there's different symbols as well. I just noticed it when I flipped through the tutorial, but it looks like there are red symbols. There are that top left battle symbols that probably means they're in your team, and then there's a bunch of symbols on the bottom right as well. There's nothing, and then there's those yellow ones. So my assumption would be that if you have for example, this is the Dragonite we were gifted, and this is the Lucario that we picked last time, and these are permanent. So on the top right, you'll notice that there's a little a green infinity symbol, which means that these are Pokemon we own, or have permanently recruited. And yeah, it looks like there's no. Cordy gave us 5 other random Mons. This Gyarados, which we were supposed to be lending from him, apparently it's just ours now. So I guess this is how the game kind of gets you in. They let you choose a couple Pokemons. We got the Dragonite for free. But yeah, it looks like the rest of these Pokemon are ours now. Well, thanks. I guess we have the team of 6 to be able to keep competing and playing, rather than having to, I guess, randomize things. It looks like they just gave us a team. Yeah, we can see our team on the side here. We can flip through a couple teams actually. And it looks like the other items that we have is Lum, Citrus, Leftovers, White Herb, Focus Ash, and Quicklaw. So yeah, the item pool in this game is definitely smaller than usual. But yeah, so that's the boxes. And now on to a little more of the exciting stuff, right? So if we go to training here, right? Okay, so it looks like we can do Pokemon training, right? This is probably to fix things up. Although, honestly, the mons that we were given initially, even this Dragonite is actually pretty good. It's modest, although that might not work the best with extreme speed, but yeah, no, it's modest. And it looks like you can adjust any of the... Oh, here we go. By using VP, you can train to change stat points, stat alignments, moves, abilities, and more. Man. Wow, and it's multi-scale. So, what more could you want? Dragonite seems super solid, but, you know, I guess we could change it if we wanted to. Right? Interesting. Okay, so that's the Pokemon training. I'm sure we'll get Pokemon that are less than optimal, especially if you weren't trying to min-max Pokemon while you're playing your Pokemon game. So that'll be a good way to fix them up for Pokemon champions. Replica teams. Okay, this is probably the same as the battle teams feature from Scarlet and Violet. You just get a code and then it copies it through and you can create the team. Now that there's no levels, honestly, the levels aspect was threw me off whenever I saw battle teams in Scarlet and Violet, because realistically everything got set to level 50. But here there are no levels in Pokemon Champions, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And it looks like there's a quick training as well. So pretty consistent. As teams continue to get popular, then I'm sure people will use this more often to try stuff out. And it looks like you can even share your team as well. And we'll probably do this as we have more Pokemon Champions content planned in the future as well. And it looks like there's a bunch of battle tutorials as well. We were told that we have a Mega Evolution tutorial, so it's good to see that that's there. But it looks like there's other tutorials as well. Double battles, move priority, physical special, status, contact. I'm not 100% sure what all of these little symbols are yet. We can take a look. Hopefully it just doesn't engage us. Okay, so that's the VP. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a whole list. If we do the Mega Evolution, it looks like you're just given Mega Evolutions off the bat. I hope you can also find the Pokemon for this, though. Garchomp, Beedrill, Gyarados, Steelix, Heracross, Aggron, Manectric, Abomasnow. And we have some of those, because the other 5 mons that we were given actually fit these Mega Stones. That's pretty cool. Okay, you have more quick coupons, and more teammate tickets. Okay, I'm assuming the quick coupons are going to help you with the teammate tickets. Okay. But yeah, that is training. Right. So, now time for some exciting stuff, right? This is the gacha aspect, I guess, right? You gotta love being able to recruit. Every 22 hours, you'll be able to meet a new lineup of Pokemon to recruit from without using VP. You can shorten this waiting time using VP or quick coupons. So, that's what the quick coupons are for. It looks like we can recruit, we can return. Oh, this is a good feature. Sucks that you have to, return the trial Pokemon or permanent Pokemon, but if you're limited on box space, then you should probably return it. You collect from Pokemon Home and send back to Pokemon Home. This would only work, I'm assuming, if you're connected. Pokemon you've brought over can be sent back. Training here won't carry over, but if they come back to Pokemon Champions, any training is still saved. Okay, that's good. Yep. And it looks like it's asking me to link a Pokemon Home account, which, let me know in the comments below, guys. Are you guys playing Pokemon Champions just from scratch, or are you guys going to connect Pokemon Home and bring over your friends and Pokemon from different times and eras over? I, for one, will probably be playing 2 accounts. I'll probably have one that's connected to Home and one that's just free to play, just to see how far we can get. But yeah, no, it looks like there's so many different options that Pokemon Champions has been able to give us. Well, and we could return Pokemon, we could just return these great gifts, but we're not going to do that because we want to be able to battle. And we can do, it looks like, today's recruit. So let's run into it. Our second roll, so to say, right? We did an initial roll with a preset roster, so I guess this is the first truly randomized roster here, right? Okay. I wonder if that animation changes depending on what you get. But, alright, so, okay, immediately off the bat, it definitely looks like these Pokemon are not optimized. So, I guess that initial tutorial, it was the initial tutorial for a reason. Although we did look into a couple things here. But, yeah, the initial oh, I already have a Gyarados. I wonder what happens if I take another one. But yeah, it looks like Pokemon that are here, definitely not optimized. You will definitely be able to change things around for yourself. Actually, it would be great to just pick up a Sneasler too. But what if we just take this Gyarados to see what happens if I have 2 Gyaradoses? Alright, there's our trial Gyarados. Okay, but that's recruiting, and there should be a daily reset in like 3 hours or so. But I wonder if the daily reset is going to affect this. And it looks like it doesn't. because even though the daily reset for missions will occur, it looks like you're just capped at whenever you click this meet a new lineup of Pokemon button. So we gotta wait 21 hours and 58 minutes, or we can use quick coupons in order to reduce the time. It looks like it's 22. What a weird number. So it's one quick coupon per hour. And obviously it's going to prioritize using quick coupons first. Not sure what the VP conversion of that is, but when I do find out, I'll let you guys know or do a quick short about it. All right, and last but not least, let's take a look at the battle section. Okay, so it looks like there's ranked battles, casual battles, private battles, online competitions, and battle data. Battle data is probably the most interesting of the ones here outside of just playing, because now you can, if any of you don't know how to build your Pokemon competitively, or if you haven't done it before, now it looks like you can just look at data. Obviously, there's no data available yet because nothing official has happened, and I don't have recent battles here. Actually, maybe there is stuff on the ranked battle. Well, I guess there's nothing yet. But, oh, look at this. You can just look at Pokemon and see what their moves are, right? And there's all the moves along with the usage ratios. So, held items too, and then, you know, different teammates that have been brought along. What? There you go, right? Along with their stat alignment. Everything is there. So, is it ordered by most to least usage? Who knows? But definitely something to keep an eye on. And if you don't know how to build a particular Pokemon, then it looks like that we can go off of that, right? Online competition will have data as well. And it looks like there's already one that we could join. We saw it on the news. This is the warm-up challenge. Let me know if you end up competing in this warm-up challenge. I probably will, but it looks like you can do the warm-up challenge or even do a competition ID here. I wonder if you're going to be able to make your own competitions or whatnot. But if you've got a smaller kind of locals level competition and it does become official, then I guess that's how you would join it. You can do private battles, right? Oh, this is really how you would do it, right? Okay, so you can, you know, be able to queue people up against each other. You can do private battles, make a room, enter a room ID, check for invitations. Sounds basic. Definitely will probably be doing that with the friends and the homies, just to test different stuff, especially if we're going to be playing some online competitions. There's some casual battles, assuming this is, okay, single and double format, but there's no rank here, which probably indicates to me that if we do look at ranked, there is, okay, Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, Master Ball, and Champions tier. This is what we said. The 6th tier, if you were wondering, is probably beginner tier, which was that tutorial tier, so it basically doesn't exist. But yeah, 5 tiers: Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, Master Ball, and Pokemon Champion. And it looks like as you do better, you'll get VP rewards, and every season, every month, everything gets reset and everybody starts again, which is cool. Alright, and it looks like that singles and doubles are basically 2 different formats. So if you want to become a singles battle guru, then you can just climb the single battle ladder, or if you're training for that Pokemon VGC competition near you, then you can climb the double battle ladder. And we'll definitely get into doing battles later as well. But that is the battle screen. And for the most part, that's the Pokemon Champions UI, guys. Okay, one more thing, and I was about to close out and do something else, but I realized there's actually one more portion about the UI that's very important. If you see towards the top, if you press X, it turns out that there's one more feature here. That Battle Pass that Nintendo keeps throwing in your face. So let's just peek at this real quick. It looks like each of the Battle Passes are going to last for the season. So the season is going to end in 31 days or more. Gives Nintendo flexibility in case things run late. But for the most part, this will be every month. And we can scroll through, you can see where the premium battle pass would be. If you wanted to purchase it, then this is just going to take us directly to the shop in order to purchase it, but we've seen this before. But if we go to the battle pass, it looks like there's going to be 50, it looks like 50 levels to this. So 50 levels on your battle pass, you get a multitude of rewards that come with it. And the important milestones to me when I initially look at this is going to be 30, because this is the end of all of the Pokemon and cosmetic rewards. and then it just starts rewarding you VP. So 30 would be what you would want to get if you're going to invest into the battle pass, and level 50 will give you the additional VP for completing the battle pass. It looks like, for the most part, that's the rewards for this. Just needed to add this on because I forgot when I was clicking buttons and getting ready for the next video. But that is all, YouTube, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye.